Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently, chilling. We're still chilling. The Praethoran Scourge is still doing its thing, and we're hoping that it keeps doing its thing for a good long time here. We're ticking forward at absolute maximum speed that the game is able to run at, and hopefully they will reach our borders at some point soon. It kind of depends on where they decide to expand, right? That's the way that this ends up working out. But for now, this is what we've got. They are weakening our rivals. Oh wow, I didn't actually notice that they had extended this like tendril out over this way into the Kingdom of Yonderim. That's very interesting. I should have noticed that before. I was under the assumption that it was primarily just a commonality of Azan's Crucible that was taking the brunt of this at this point, as far as the powerful ones. Anyway, but the Kingdom of Yonderim is definitely starting to take some blows now, and I love to see that. That's really, really good. So they have quite a lot over here, right? And are they going to win this? Maybe. No, I don't think the Praethoran Scourge is going to win this. It's theoretically possible if these guys are poorly suited for fighting them, but it seems to be fine for them. So yeah, the Praethoran Scourge loses this battle. That's okay. Not a shocker there. However, if they were to bring in one of their stronger fleets, like for example this, yeah, that would definitely do the trick. We got a couple more refugees. We love to see that. That's really good. We're also going to hit our cap on influence in a while, so we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to hit our cap on alloys eventually too. That's a bit more of a concern. But the commonality of Azan's Crucible is going to lose an additional 5 alloys here. Their economy is now really low. Yeah, their economy is pathetic to us. Cool, I didn't actually mean to click on this quantum catapult, but here we are. We're trying to zoom back out. Oh, now we're out over here. Cool. Thanks, lag. Okay, so that's all well and good, right? The real question is, when does the Praethoran Scourge trigger our go conditions, which we've outlined previously? We've outlined that a number of times previously. I don't feel like we need to go over it again. I mean, I suppose we could. The go signal, I suppose, we probably should go over it again. The go signal is the AI is taking them seriously and is likely to take territory from them, or they border us, whichever comes first. That's the go signal. So if Dentar falls, which is fairly close, we go. If Demas falls, which is reasonably close, we go. If, say, Diarmu falls, that's a ways away, but that would also be a go signal. Alternatively, the AI moving in with large amounts of force and actually dealing with Praethoran Scourge, that would be a go signal too. For the time being, I'm quite pleased with this right now. I want to come in here to Terabellum. It's going to take them a while to get through this planet. That's the unfortunate part here. Zeracorp has been destroyed by the Praethoran Scourge. Okay, that's fine. And of course, they take out this station with no problem, right? Now they need to take this planet. And they're very slow at doing that for some reason. This is a world that they should be able to land on incredibly easily. They just choose not to, generally. So it takes them a while to get through these areas. But that's fine. Any moment you want to let us zoom out, game, thanks. I want to just scroll up over this way and see what we've got going on. Okay. The AI's inaction is making it more difficult all the time for the AI to handle this. And that is wonderful. So how is this war going? It's going to end pretty soon, I think. Not immediately, but pretty soon. The Scanurians, who are they allied with again? What was preventing us from attacking them? The Karelian Foundation. Right. Okay, I want to check up over here. That's just a pirate fleet. So the Karelians are equivalent, inferior. Good. That is looking absolutely fantastic. So, the industrial world here is going to be needing an Uthabulan job. I don't think that's going to be a thing. We could put in a commercial zone here. Sure. But our economy is looking pretty solid, right? No doubt about that. We're going to push in over here. Or rather, the Praetorian Scourge is going to push in over here eventually. And the question is, how much longer does it take before we can start taking all of this territory? Because this is looking like a really sexy amount of territory to take, right? Like, that's looking really good. This factory world requires housing. That's easy enough. We'll go ahead and build this as soon as the lag allows us to. There we go. That took a while. And what do we got down here on this industrial world? This is a Malevite? Sure. This is a planetary administration. I'll just put in an industrial district for the time being. That'll be fine. So this Forge world... Oh, the lag made it impossible to grab. Okay. Now we'll grab this Forge world. What do we need here? We need... This is a planetary administration, so this is the same scenario, right? We want to get an industrial district. There we go. Okay. So, how are they doing down over this way? Actually, pretty well. This looks good. I like it. So this Forge world here needs something. It's not really a Forge world, is it? But we should put in an alloy foundry here and make it into a Forge world. We're at 1336, which isn't amazing, but the Praetorian Scourge is getting really close to us here. I like it. We are now up to 3,040 pops. That's looking very good. And we're going to start taking over territory out over here once we can. Now, we're going to have potential problems like these worlds not being controlled by the Praetorian Scourge. That is a problem. And I'm not sure why they're not landing on this world with their army. But they're not. They just took this gateway. That's interesting. I've been under the impression up until now that they don't use gateways. Maybe they only use the gateway within their territory. That's a possibility, I suppose. We did gain another refugee. And let's... Oh, there's another 2 refugees. Let's check for additional jobs that we might need here. Okay, that all looks good. No real problem there. These guys just exited through the gateway instead of coming down through the commonality of Hazan's Crucible over here. That does make me a little bit sad. More refugees coming in down over this direction. That's looking good. And the Praetorian Scourge has definitely taken a good chunk of territory. They are making progress in the Kingdom of Yonderin, and I really like that. Equivalent across the board. Okay. This is looking solid. So this industrial world here, we are certainly going to put in... See, we have a Ministry of Production. It has to be an industrial district. So that'll be absolutely fine. As soon as the game gets caught up, we will scroll through this list here and see what we've got. Looks like the generator station here needs some work. This isn't much of a generator station. This is really more of a trade station. So we'll go ahead and put in a trade district so that our Uthabulans have potential jobs. Cool. What else do we have here? Looks like nothing. Okay, that's fine. So the Praetorian Scourge is continuing to take over territory out here. The system is now considered partly occupied by the Prathoran Scourge. But the commonality of Azan's Crucible rebuilt their outpost here. Awkward. Things would definitely go faster if I was in control of the Prathoran Scourge. That would be actually an interesting way to play the game, where like you have to build super tall. You play like essentially like a Fallen Empire, right? You have a small area that you can take, but then you can control the crisis once it comes in. You're like crisis directors. That would be a really weird way to play. But I kind of like the idea. So our Surveyor was just activated, and the Prathoran Scourge are currently attacking the Kingdom of Yonderim down over here. And this looks great. Are they leaving? No, they're coming in here. They're going to fight this construction ship, although it made it out. Cool. The Prathoran Scourge is getting really close. On two fronts. Realistically, I'm guessing 2 to 3 fleets can handle this.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
We can move around very quickly, right? So that's fine. No problem whatsoever there. How is the war going? Are they going to have this war end very soon? It's getting there. It'll end probably within the next 3 to 5 years. Okay. The Uvzan Tautocracy is out over here. Not much that they can do here, I don't think. But we did just cap our influence. So we need to spend our influence a little bit. Which we'll go ahead and do on these Scanurians. There's actually not that much else that we can claim here. Should we just claim everything? Do it. Cool, so we have the entire Scanurian Commonwealth claimed. That's looking great. We'll go after them eventually, but the Prathoran Scourge is definitely the higher priority right now. I would love to see them actually make progress through this area. They're very slow to deal with planets. That's for sure. But they're expanding unfettered, and we love that. Is this considered Prathoran Scourge territory? It is. Okay. Philomere should become Prathoran Scourge territory soon as well. Yeah, the AI is just completely leaving them alone. And it's great. Now, what is the strength of their standard star bases? 100k? That's pretty strong. But we're going to move through them fairly slowly if we can. So that sounds good. I'm not concerned about that. Yeah, this all looks great. We did just get additional refugees. We're now up to 3,054 pops. Compare that to the next largest once we can.
To communicate.
A militant order dedicated towards fighting the Prathoran has surfaced in the galaxy. Their membership seems to be made up primarily of the dispossessed and downtrodden, refugees, war veterans, and others who have lost everything to the onslaught of the Scourge. Despite this, their ramshackle fleets have somehow managed to win several engagements against Prathoran hunter-killer swarms. There are unconfirmed reports that their fleets include starships of unusual design. We are the Sentinels. Our order has sworn to halt the murderous rampage of the Prathoran no matter the cost. Where other empires crumble, we stand firm. Where they abandon their own to the Scourge, we give them the means to fight back. I am Grand Master Korgus, the first of our order. Do not be deceived by my appearance. Sentinels are recruited from all species in the galaxy, including yours. We ask only that your government keep up the fight against the Prathoran and support our Sentinels where possible. How are you able to fight back? Many Sentinels have military backgrounds. We are survivors from a dozen different fleets that fought the Prathoran and lost. As Sentinels, we have learned from the mistakes of the past and work hard, never to repeat them. Also, I believe I mentioned that we recruit from all species in the galaxy. This includes the elder races, such as the Hadadeshi. We have the support of several influential factions within the Hadadeshian Guardians who have no wish to see their galaxy devoured. They have donated both ships and resources to our cause. Where are you based? We've established our headquarters near Novogi Black Hole. The coordinates of this previously uncharted black hole were given to us by the Hadadeshian Guardians. They also aided in the construction of Sentinel Alpha, our primary space installation, and the home port of our fleets. It is quite a remarkable achievement, if I may say so, especially given the limited time we had. Okay, so, where are they actually at? Do they have territory? A previously uncharted black hole system. As of right now, I don't see them. That's the Galactic of Xantitocracy over there. They're going to win that engagement. To be honest, I don't think the galaxy needed the help. I think we were fine as it was. We'll keep an eye on how powerful they are. I have no idea where they're based, but we know that they are getting assistance from... Let's see, not the Reconquerors. Where is the Fallen Empire that they're getting assistance from? Okay. These guys. This is the Fallen Empire they're getting assistance from. They're pathetic to us. We could take them on, for sure. But this does not appear to be where these guys are based. I'm not seeing... That's the Azantian Assembly there. Kingdom of Yonderin. I'm not seeing these guys on the map at this point. Okay. So far, there doesn't appear to be too much. We'll keep an eye on it. If we need to deal with them, then we will. But we're just allowing the Prothoran to continue to spread for right now. That is our goal. We want the Prothoran to spread. We can easily win this engagement up here, even if they have all of those forces. The real question is, what happens if we're fighting them both at Demas and at Dontar? Will we be okay? Probably is the answer. I think that the answer to that is probably. So, Chelub Prime here, if the game will get caught up, needs a job. What kind of job is this? Emors? Sure. We could definitely put in a civilian industry here. Not that it's strictly speaking necessary. I'm actually going to build an industrial district instead, and we're going to set this as a forge world, so that we get alloys from both. Cool. Kingdom of Yonderin has fleets here. Sure. Additional refugees are continuing to come in. I'm not seeing this order. Additional refugees here. Looks good. I mostly want to figure out exactly how strong this order is actually going to be. I guess we could search for, like, order? No. We could go to our contacts list, perhaps? Let's see, the Sentinels. That's what it's called. So they don't have a star system, apparently. We don't know as much as we'd like. Yup. They create an infested world. The only way to cleanse the infestation is to burn away the entire biosphere with intense orbital bombardment. Okay, we'll probably be able to terraform after that. I think it'll become a tomb world. But I don't know where these Sentinels actually are. They don't appear to be anywhere of note. So I guess that's fine. They probably exist somewhere. That's Enigma's end there. I'm guessing they exist as a station. But we'll see. The time is not yet here for us to move on in, but it's getting very close, actually. The Prothoran are only 2 locations away over here, and neither of these have worlds. This could come here fairly quickly. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 of our fleets and leave them here. I'm going to take the rest and move them to Eiffel to be ready to jump into Demas. There we go. So that'll be fine. We'll have a lot of fleets ready for that. The Han Reconquerors with a 700k fleet here, huh? Okay. That's quite a lot, but I don't think they're actually doing anything with it, is the thing. We want to start taking over territory. Why are you in Demas? Oh, we're using the gateway in Demas. Okay, that's a little awkward, but sure. That's fine. Where are we? Here we are. We used the gateway in Demas to go to Eiffel. Sure. Makes sense. So I do want to check in to see if we can get this relic activated again. No, we cannot yet. Sure. Okay, these guys are jumping into Lastus. That's exactly where I want them to go. And then I want them to go to Demas. That'll be very good for us. That means that our engagements will begin. There's a fight happening over here between the Sentinels and the Prothoran Starbrood. The Sentinels are going to lose this. Cool. We definitely like seeing the Sentinels lose fights. That's great. So they're in Lastus at this moment, and they're going to easily win this. Their range is pretty short, isn't it? Their range is quite short. So obviously they win this, right? That's 100% going to happen. So Lastus is going to get taken over by the Prothoran Scourge soon enough. Are they going to head into Demas now? And there it is. It's taken over. I'm going to take our construction ships that we built in the last episode and bring them up over to Eiffel. They'll arrive here soon enough. I'd love to see these guys heading down to Demas. Instead, they're going to the Hyper Relay. And I have to wonder to what end. To what end, indeed? Where are they going? That is a major question here. Probably back to Olam, using the Hyper Relay. I'm assuming they don't have a Hyper Relay connection down to Demas. That would be weird, right? Yeah, they go up to Olam. I really wanted them to go into Demas, but they didn't. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely leaving here. But they have this fleet on the way in. Maybe. It's going somewhere. Pulling back. Are these guys getting attacked by the Sentinels elsewhere? Not really. I don't think the Sentinels are going to be very successful. Like, at all. It'll be the nations that end this. What is this battle going on here? We'll find out after the autosave. This is another Sentinel
Scientific
fleet.
breakthrough
It's going to lose
achieved.
again. For sure. This Sentinel fleet is also going to lose, I think. They appear to be well itemized. They are well itemized. They may actually pull this off. Which we don't love. Ooh, that's a big lag spike. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to let them come on in here. Ah, here comes this next fleet. Okay, so this fleet will definitely win. Yes, we continue to purchase the service. Cool. This fleet will definitely win. It'll take some damage, but it'll win. We like this. I really wish they had attacked Demas. I really, really do. That would have been a go signal. We're really close. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, I'm fairly confident that we're going to pull the trigger on attacking the Praetorian Scourge. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisoul, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.